Hello, I'm ABXToyCat and welcome back to the video. Today I have something pretty exciting to share with you all because it is the biggest surprise off E3 in actual gameplay form right now. That's right, this is the Super Duper Graphics Pack, a brand new, a shaders slash texture pack coming out for the Xbox One and for the Pocket Edition version of the game, which will allow you to make your game look so much better. And not only can I show you how it looks in the settings menu, how you can configure it, but right now you're going to see how it looks when you're actually playing the game. That's right, this is gameplay from the Super Duper Graphics Pack. It looks really crazy, and this is what Minecraft in 4K can look like if you choose it to. So hopefully you do all enjoy seeing the gameplay of this crazy, shaders slash mod slash texture pack thing. You can like that if you do, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let us know you do want to see more crazy stuff like this as it comes close to release. I know I've been covering a lot of news on the channel recently, but this is one of the biggest things we've seen, and you're going to be seeing this in so many different lighting options, because one of the big things they wanted to emphasize about what the Super Duper Graphics Pack is, again, I think that name will change, but the thing they wanted to emphasize about this built-in shader pack is that it is meant to kind of emphasize the difference between the time of day. The time of day determines so much in Minecraft, so they wanted to really make nighttime dramatic, as you're seeing right here, make the dawn dramatic. As you can see, this is such a beautiful, when the sun rises, you really feel it kind of go over the thing, and it also makes the daytime feel really vibrant and really colorful. So here you can see some of the changes to the blocks. They've made them a lot more shiny, they've made them a lot more detailed textures. Again, this is a texture pack, but it's a really high quality texture pack. It looks like it's 64 by 64, and you can see some of the crazy things they've managed to pull off with that, but in spite of that, they still have every block having its rough same feel. These are diamond blocks, I think that's, diorite, and that was the gold. You can see the minecart tracks have a similar thing applied to them. In the base game, they're just like 2D textures on a 3D block, but in this version, they're like a full-on 3D texture in and of themselves. Also, you can see the shadows, much more detailed, much more complicated. The flora, like the grass around the place, all much more detailed, because that's something they can do with the power of the Xbox One X or with a more powerful, PC or mobile device. It's really exciting stuff, and you're going to see, just how great it looks right here. So, yes, we also look around the rest of this, you can see it's not only just, like a change of time and day, making the light look more beautiful, because there's so many different things they had to, kind of apply in this shaders pack to make the whole thing look more beautiful. And one of those is actually the blocks themselves. They can glow, they have again, if you look at the edges of them, all of the edges are much smoother done, and this is to make Minecraft still feel blocky even as they upgrade the graphics, and it looks really great in this cave. As you can see, again, the game feels like it's not blocky, but it feels like it is at the same time. That sounds like an entire contradiction, but hopefully you can understand what I mean right there as you see all of the blocks, and you can see the structures come together looking like real structures while still having the very Minecraft aesthetic. It must have been a clear balancing act for them, and they did a really good job balancing it, in my opinion. Here's our first look at the I guess dusk, you'd call it, when the sun falls for the first time, and you can see there's like a real panic that can fall into your game as like you realize this is happening, you have to get inside for the nighttime, and I feel like the game looking amazing as it does that is a really great improvement. So looking around the rest of this right here, as you can see, there's a lot of tiny details you notice as we go through, such as the the clouds having the multi-layer kind of effect like they do in real life, such as the the rays and the lens flare hitting the screen. Again, it's something that I would find annoying, but it's something that can make the game look amazing, people like that. But also, again, look at the shadows again, look at the blocks, you can see all of these details adding up in just very tiny ways that make the game look so much better. So here's some comparison shots of on the left, an Xbox One S running the game versus on the right, an Xbox One X running the game with the Super Duper Graphics Pack, and you can just tell the upgrade is pretty immense right here. So yeah, we're seeing more shots from the the first trailer right here, but again, more side by side. Look at the water effects. Water is one of the hardest things to get right in games, and they've actually managed to do it really, really well in this particular instance of the Super Duper Graphics. As you can see, this water here just feels like, if you were going to jump into it, it would just, you just naturally go in there. It looks really, really great in my opinion. Here's the settings menu again. As you can see, all of this is going to be customizable. If you want some of this but not the others, if you want the blocks but not the like the lighting, you can do that. If you want the lens flare but nothing else, I don't know why you would. That's a thing you can do. There's so many options you can have to make the game look as good or as bad or as anywhere in between as you do like. Again, I think some of these shadows are just really impressive to see. I think they make the game feel more alive. I think some of the lighting's really good, but I think the day and the night's a bit dramatic. I could customize that. I can make sure that the game only does the things I like, and that's a really great thing about this this little pack. It's not going to be just, oh yeah, you turn it on and then your game just looks crazy like it does right here. You can turn it on as much or as little as you do like. So yeah, 4K, one of the options you have right here. Here is the Minecraft Super Duper Graphics Pack shown off on the Xbox One X. Again, they're really keen to specify this is the Xbox One S, but this can run on any platform of Minecraft, including the original Xbox Ones and the Switch version they have confirmed. So let's just go through some slow-mo of my favorite clip from the thing. Again, you can look at really closely at pretty much any detail here and just find even more stuff to discover. So you can see the light is like variably reflecting of the blocks you're looking at, because it is noon right now, it looks like. You can also see how the textures, again, super detailed, 64 by 64 I think, something that was never possible in default Minecraft. You had to like install an extra thing on. Now it's going to be possible, it looks like. And also you can see how this seems like it's going to be some variant of the natural texture pack, because it has a lot of similarities to that natural texture pack, while just being, again, every block has more detail applied to it, every block has slight things applied to the edges, just to make it even better like that. Here's some minecart rails. Again, I think this is one of the big beneficiaries of this update, because they go from being these weird square boxes of 2D textures, you know, that sit on 2D textures that you ride along, to being this real railway system that has like depth, that has like a real feel to it, and that's pretty great right there. And then also finally, you'll see as you know, as he like slowly goes across here, that the shadow is following him along really smoothly, and everything just looks, you know, that next level of quality, which is something that people like to get from Shaders Pack. You know, there's solid like, let's go at 10 or 20% people on PC that will play like that, and that now you'll be able to get from the base game, and that I really look forward to playing around with. Maybe I, you know, don't like it and I go back to playing default, or maybe this becomes how, you know, we play Minecraft from now on. I don't think it will be the second thing, but if it does, that would be pretty nuts, right? And that is, you know, how Minecraft is upgrading its graphics. It sounds like a joke, but it actually seems pretty real when you see the gameplay, and I hope you did enjoy today's video showing that off. You can like it if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like these sorts of videos, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!